song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind is turning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want to cowboy on a white horse, right now.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Can't stop you. Stop.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. His first throw is an interception. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff running left, Achan. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
11 coming. Stop.
Going to the ground again on 1st. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Chase Young bringing him down there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go. Stop.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped by a huge gain. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. A pickup of just a yard on 1st and 20. Still 19 to go as it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. From near the goal line. And he'll go down side the end zone. They mark it at the
conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
HN again on second. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
1-1, ready?
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
This is our last chance.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal.
12.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Ricks comes out throwing. On the move, headed right. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Has a lane past the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the pistol, Hurts. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Come on, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running left, here's A-Chain. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Chased out to his right. Wow, wide open here, complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has a man, it's A-Chain. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. Run right, throwing deep down the side. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact but before they ever reach the target.
63, 63, 63.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught for the first. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their early lead to 13. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd down carry for A.J. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Gun.
Burrow setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Here we go.
Trying for it with Burrow. He connects downfield on 4. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That pass is complete to McBride. This is ahead for about 5. Caleb Farley arranged it over for that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw again, it's Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down run from A.J. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. He rolls to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Running with A.J. and out of the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring him down 4.
That's a run that he'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
On 1st down, Hurts. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Christian Harris on the stop. Motioning the tight end now. Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Texans football. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go, here we go.
A-Chain on the inside give. He'll work it a couple yards past the line. Javon Holland there to make the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Able to find A-Chan. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
On 1, ready?
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's get set. Let the ball around. Let's run.
Throwing is Burrow. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Watson coming in motion right. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 39. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Gun.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He puts some power on a deep one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how... passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. Here's
a give up the middle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Christian Harris on the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
He started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigated on that return.
Here we go.
The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Burrow from the gun. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They motion the slot man right. On first down, they'll run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 27. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense in the hurry up here. The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Houston calls it second timeout. They're down to their final one in this half.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning.
On 1, ready?
They've got first down from the 31.
11 MT, 11 MT.
A-Chain running to the right. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Fourth down, Burrow. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Texans parlay the interception into points. Devon Achane with a touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tying us up 28-all. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Tate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's going deep. This is brought in at the 50. It is in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First down throwing for Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hurts. Short pass brought in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's back to throw. He lofts it deep left. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they give it to him. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 32. Buys time, rolling right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover it. He tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
prior incompletion. We've got third down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Vacates quickly. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. We'll throw it. They connect for the first. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
They just cheat me. I couldn't even. They wouldn't even let me try to pick it off. But it's all good. Ball don't lie. We'll get it back at some point this game.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's his running back. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dax Hill up for the stop. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He's on the move. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on. It turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Hurts throwing again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 35 apiece. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Shot.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Third and long, here's Burrow. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Big check the field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
And looks a good player. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Touchdown, Houston! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one. Working quickly here. Here we go, second and 9. Has the downfield working left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Motion Brown right. Now a run here from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Jeff Okuda. Hurts setting up to throw. Nice game left side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game up. It's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go fit.
And down he goes. The Eagles got him.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here on 1st down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all but kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They send a man in motion. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They give it to him again. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Hurts looking to throw. He's got it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd down carry for A-Chain. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
11.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. And this is a nice gain. It's stopped at the 47. Offense up to the line fast. A-Chain again on 2nd. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Gun.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Able to find A-Chain. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm. And that's what game on top of it.
Rivers in there, 15 yards at 1st.
These are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
One, ready?
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on four.
Here we go.
Trying for it with Burrow. The throw is caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Running for it, it's Achane. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Trying again with Achane. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up third and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. Getting out to his left. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they're left with fourth and goal.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's got more power than talent.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 25 on second down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Looking to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, but ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But Ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Here we go.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Throw from the gun. And that one's unsuccessful.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fight.
Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Eagles feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Yeah, Nick Sirianni saw that play clock running down as he hurries to get a timeout call. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Back to the well again. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Has him running the comeback. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout.
First down.
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Good, set. No touch.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early.